Hello everybody, it's been a while since I've posted. I just kind of wanted to give you an overview as to how the projects are going. Um, I got the expansion done on my shop, so I have a little bit more room to work now. Sorry, I look like a mess, I just got done working. Um, the EXO car has kind of been put on hold. I've got it all wrapped up and kind of mothballed for a little bit. There's going to be a lot of work left to do on that. So I've kind of moved on to the RX-7. So what I'd like to do is just kind of like give you an overview of everything that I've done to it. I'm horrible at update videos. I'm so sorry. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. All right, so here's the RX-7. I've got it up on the lift. And so I've started doing some body work. It looked like it got hit here one time on the left rear. So what I'm doing is I'm taking kind of what's called a Spritzenagel tool, and I'm putting it onto this little pin here, and kind of just use a slide hammer, pull it out, pull some dents. The original people that did it, I don't know what, but they'd had a whole bunch of holes in here. So the metal is very, very thin. So I have my MIG welder down on the lowest setting possible, trying to fill in those holes, and kind of pulling out some other dents. I got this one really, really nice and smooth. It doesn't look that great here, but trust me, it's pretty smooth. That way I use minimal Bondo. Before I do like all the Bondo though, you got to make sure that you put a small coat of primer on first, because believe it or not, Bondo on straight metal causes rust. So moving on, I pulled the bumpers off, pulled the lights out, kind of making sure all the body work is going to get done. This car is very dirty. It's set in the desert for better part of a decade. Here, I'll open up the door. I've got the interior all out. You can see here. The interior is all out of it. Mice just wreaked havoc on the interior of this car. So I did just temporarily put the heater core assembly back in. It's been completely cleaned and sterilized, everything like that. It looks really good. Smells good now. Doesn't smell like mouse pee. So I got to find some door cards. Got to find a window here for the driver's side. I'm going to have to do some body work up here on the sunroof. It's kind of rusted here. It's going to take some work. I was able to manually open the sunroof so I could get in there. Before I move on, I kind of want to tell you what I found out the other day. So I went up to a particular retail store, got another battery, got some oil and a new oil filter. I wanted to get the oil changed on this. So I got everything, got up on the lift, got under the car, and started pulling the drain plug. And when I pulled the drain plug on the engine, water came out first. Already not good. So then the next step in that process was to put air pressure into the cooling system to see if it maintained pressure. It did not. Had a nice little breeze coming out of the oil drain plug on the oil pan. So if you guys don't know a lot about rotaries, that to me was a prime example of a blown coolant seal on the motor. So me and my neighbor, Mike, you guys have probably seen him in some previous videos, we pulled the motor. So out of the engine bay. Yay! Still kind of cleaning this up. There's a lot of work still yet to be had. But this is good. This is really good news. So I was able to get the engine pulled, get everything out. I'm going to get pressure washer in here. I'm going to try and finish cleaning up all the wire harness, repairing all the harnessing that needs to get repaired on it. That leaves me an open engine bay to get ready to prep and paint as well. So I have this quarter panel pulled off as well. I'm going to be doing a little bit of body work. It got hit right up here. It's actually kind of leaning up right there. So, in a nutshell, hopefully the next time that you see this. Oh, by the way, I got the lights to pop up too. I had to manually twist the little knob underneath of there. There's like a little sticker here that kind of tells you how to do it. So yeah, I was able to get those to raise up, make sure everything was lubricated on those. I really need to open that up and system on that and make sure that electrically those motors work. If not, I can repair them. They're not a big deal. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing this probably now for the better part of about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So it was kind of a funny story when I found the blown coolant seal. I was like, well, motor's coming out. So I pulled the motor out. Here, let me kind of pan around here. There she is, right there. 1.3 liter 13B. Naturally aspirated, of course. People have asked me if I was going to turbocharge it. Not this engine. If I go turbocharge it at all, it won't be this engine. It's just a lot of work. I've been considering a turbo 2 motor. Comes out the same, like an 88 RX-7, which is same body style. But this is the engine and the transmission. I think it took me all about an hour or two to pull this thing. Found the rebuild kit online. I'm going to order the rebuild kit. Pull everything off of this thing, rebuild it. I'm going to do a manual steering rack in it, so I can get rid of power steering. No air conditioning. Pulled the AC system out. I'm going to probably put that up for sale. Trying to recoup some cost, but I will be hopefully have the engine rebuilt. Maybe it may just sit there for a while, and then yeah. Right now, just the big focus is to work on the body, get all the body work done. I'm going to sand it down with the DA and block sand it down to where I get to the base primer. Make sure I can block sand that. There's no bumps, there's no grooves. The body's going to be in really good shape. And then I'll probably put a nice fresh coat of epoxy primer on first. Kind of give that a little light sand with some 220. And then I'm going to hit it with factory color. Hopefully I can find the factory color, a Dover white. So hopefully next video, you'll see this in a little bit better shape, or probably a little cleaner anyway, before I talk to next. But I'm going to try and do my best to put out more content on a regular basis. So I apologize for the long delay, everybody. Till next time, Streetable Builds. Later.